Guys, welcome to another heroic. We're in Drak'Tharon Keep today. Just waiting on our tank here, looks like. Drak'Tharon Keep, another troll instance. This one has a lot more Scourge influence, though. It is sort of the, I believe it caps off the story of Zuldrak here. In that one of the main characters you interact with, you sort of see him at the end of the dungeon here. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Looks like our paladin's here, so we'll mana up and get started. Again, we've got some people with PvP on, some people who don't, so we'll have to give them standard buffs. That's okay. Used to that by now. Actually, most of our guys have PvP on. Alright, doesn't look like anything too crazy in these first couple packs here. Our Boomkin going on ahead. A little void zone to not stand in. A little bit of damage there, but I wonder if that's mostly from standing in the void zone. So you can see these are trolls, but there's a lot of dead trolls on the ground too, and a number of them have been risen here into undeath. Servants of the Scourge and all that. Yeah. Little BOE there. Those blue BOEs seem to be pretty common. The room. I think he wants the whole room pulled. He wants to really starfall it up. Probably. This is some damage coming out here. Alright, a little more fun. Very cool. Very cool. See that hurricane and starfall damage. This is the first boss up here, Trollgore. We'll have to sort of feel out his mechanics. And here we go. Not much going down, just a boss dying pretty quick. Okay, corpse explosion. So if there's any corpses around him, looks like he'll blow those up. But doesn't seem to matter a whole lot there. We got an achievement there. We'll take a quick look at that. And then we'll take a look at these shaman specs. Defeat Trollgore and hurt. Consume reaches. Okay. See if we can catch up to our tank here. Alright, I believe there's some quest mobs in this room. Hidden in these webbings. Oh, we're getting left behind. This group is moving. This is the next boss here, Novos the Summoner, a Lich. See, spell hands. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's going attack power.
Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you.
Is this the same guy I looked at? No. expertise. Yeah, no spell hands on these guys, but they're still pumping. Alright, so Novos the Summoner here mostly seems to be a gauntlet style boss. You're going to get mobs coming from over there and up top here.
Bolster my defenses. Parry, curse you.
And over here.
Bolster my defenses. Parry, curse you.
Looks like slowly these crystals will be destroyed, and once that's destroyed, I believe you can actually target the boss.
You can see the futility.
If you get too close to him, looks like you get a little bit of a bad there.
Such is the fate of all who oppose the Lich King. Such is the fate of all who oppose the Lich
But otherwise, he doesn't seem to be doing too much. I'm not sure our paladin's really holding any aggro versus these DPS, or maybe he just free casts. That's very possible.
Your efforts are
Alright, so nothing too crazy there. A decent amount of damage, but I think if the group was more coordinated, even that could have been mitigated quite a bit by just allowing the tank to actually tank more stuff. But even so, very, very easy. Alright, continuing on here. I don't remember. I feel like there might be something interesting that these mobs do, but with this group's DPS, I doubt we would see it. Even if there is, yeah, these enhanced guys are pumping. Alright, next boss is in here, King Dread. I believe he's got a pretty decent fear mechanic, so I'm going to put my fear ward on myself. I'm also going to bring out my Shadow Fiend just because we're not at full mana. Reduced by 250. Bellowing Roar, so my fear ward ate that up. I think he can like outrange it. Right, yep, so Bellowing Roar, everybody's feared. Obviously with these Shaman, I'm not sure if they've actually dropped Tremor Totem, but presumably Tremor Totem could mitigate that issue. And there he goes, another quick, easy boss, seems to be. This Boomkin is moving. He is ready to roll. He's excited for that AoE. Alright, here we've got some trolls battling the Scourge, which is really the theme of all of Zuldrak, is the Drak'Thari Empire is being attacked by the Scourge. The Lich King has moved out in force against them. And you're there sort of to not really help the trolls. You kill a lot of trolls in Zuldrak, so I shouldn't say that you're there to help the trolls, but you're at least there not to help the Scourge either. Although that's almost debatable if you do the quests. It's got some really cool quests there in Zuldrak. I recommend it. One of my favorite zones for sure. Try and remember to power infusion this boomkin for the next boss. I think it's the last boss coming up. Alright, pulling all the mobs here. Looks like there's a little fear, couple dispels that you can perform here. Attack speed reduced, plus a fear. Continuing our climb here, and yep, I believe this is the last boss. He does an interesting mechanic where he turns you into a skeleton and changes your action bar, so you'll have a different set of spells to cast. We'll see that come out, assuming we don't kill the boss ludicrously quick, which is possible. Alright, let's roll.
The work of mortals shall not end the eternal dynasty.
Shadow Bolt volley coming out, little AoE damage. And here we go, Decay Flash. Yep, so we've got a couple of abilities here. We've got a Slaying Strike, we've got a Taunt, we got Bone Armor, let's put that up. And Touch of Life. I think you want to use Touch of Life on cooldown because that's what will actually like heal you up. Because obviously, as the healer, I can't heal anybody right now. Return Flesh. So then he turns us back into our proper characters. I think if the fight goes long, you'll have that happen a couple times. But there you go, guys. That was Drak'Tharon Keep.